You know when you click on an ad and suddenly you're deep inside a sales pitch and you wonder, how does this actually work? Well, today we're pulling back that exact curtain. We're going to deconstruct an online program called Breathing for Sleep, breaking down its marketing funnel piece by piece. We're going to see the anatomy of a modern digital sales pitch. Let's get into it.
So, it all starts with the hook. You get a pop-up with a promise that's, well, it's pretty much impossible to ignore. Fall asleep in 2 minutes. That's it. It's bold, it's specific, and it's designed to do one thing: stop you dead in your tracks.
So you're probably thinking, okay, how? How is this miracle supposed to happen? Not with pills, not with meditation, but with something completely out of left field, a U.S. Marine's tongue trick. And right there, that's where the intrigue really gets built up. It's just so unusual that you almost have to find out what in the world they're talking about.
In this combination, a giant promise with a super mysterious mechanism, that is a classic marketing technique. It's basically engineered to bypass our natural skepticism because, let's be honest, you've never heard of it before, right? So our usual defenses just aren't up.
Okay, so once they've got your attention, the very next step is to redefine the problem itself. You might think you can't sleep because of stress or that late-night coffee, but this pitch is about to tell you, nope, you're wrong. It's all about selling you a brand new perspective on your struggle, and what do you know? It's one their product is perfectly built to solve.
This is where they create a really clear us versus them story. All those other solutions you've already tried, the pitch just dismisses them as band-aids. This tactic immediately positions their program as the only one that actually gets to the root problem, which makes the choice feel pretty obvious.
And here it is. Here's the new problem they've introduced. It's not about stress or anxiety. According to this pitch, the root problem is completely physical. Your tongue posture is wrong, and it's blocking your oxygen. By reframing the whole issue like this, they create the perfect opening for their very unique solution.
So you're hooked by the mystery, and you've just been handed a brand new culprit for your sleepless nights. Now, what exactly are they selling you to fix it? Let's unpack the actual product.
The very first thing they highlight is how convenient it is. Just 5 to 10 minutes a night. Now, this is a really strategic move. They're trying to overcome one of the biggest objections customers have right off the bat, which is, I just don't have time for a complicated new routine.
And here's the whole package. It's a mix of digital content, a coaching video, audio routine, a handbook that you can get to immediately, plus one physical item, this BreatheMAX Pillow. And they also throw in 3 unspecified bonuses, which adds this little layer of extra value and mystery, making the whole thing feel more substantial.
They're also really clear about the delivery. You get that instant gratification from the digital stuff right away, which is great for keeping the excitement up while you wait for the physical pillow to actually show up. Okay, so they've laid out the problem and the solution. Now we get to maybe the most critical part of any sales pitch, proving that it works. And to do this, they lean on 2 really powerful pillars of persuasion: social proof and scientific authority.
First up is the social proof from customer testimonials. This quote right here from Julie is aimed directly at the person who feels like they've been struggling with this forever. It's all about building hope that a really long-term problem can be solved, and solved quickly.
Next, you've got this story. This one targets the skeptic, the person who thinks they've tried everything. By name-dropping common remedies like lavender oil and counting sheep, it positions the program as the one unique solution that actually works when everything else has failed.
And finally, Lisa's testimonial, which directly reinforces that us versus them narrative we saw earlier. It explicitly contrasts the program with sleeping pills, which really appeals to customers who are looking for some kind of non-pharmaceutical alternative.
So, after using all these relatable stories to build an emotional connection, the pitch pivots. Now it's going to appeal to our logical side, with science.
They give you a whole list of references with links to credible-sounding sources, even MIT. But here's the thing to watch for. The goal isn't necessarily about getting a direct endorsement from these studies. It's more about creating the appearance of scientific backing, which just lends this whole aura of authority to the pitch.
So, you've seen the hook, the problem, the solution, and the proof. It has all been building up to this one moment, the offer and the call to action.
The price is presented as $79, but it's not just a price, is it? It's framed as a discounted price, which immediately suggests that its true value is actually much higher.
And then there's the extra $7.99 for shipping and handling. That's for the physical pillow. It's a really common practice in e-commerce that helps keep that main price number looking just a little bit lower. And to create that sense of urgency, they quantify the savings for you. 60% off.
Then they hit you with that classic marketing kicker, right here, right now, which is designed to make you act immediately before you have a chance to think twice. And to close the deal, they remove the final barrier, which is risk. The 60-day Blissful Sleep Guarantee promises a full refund, no questions asked. This technique is called risk reversal, and it makes the decision to buy feel totally safe and really easy.
So let's just recap the whole journey. It starts with a unique hook, it redefines the problem, offers a simple solution, and then just layers on all this social and scientific-looking proof. It all leads to an urgent, risk-free offer. You know, taking this apart really shows the challenge we all have. When a pitch is this well crafted, how do we decide what's credible and what's worth our trust when we're searching for answers online? I think that's the real takeaway here.